Hey guys, wow, I can't talk. This is just one of the reasons I haven't been here for 2 weeks. Let me restart. Hey guys, I'm so sorry about this lighting. It's super early in the morning because I knew I had to get this video done. It's been too long. These past 2 weeks have been oh so insane. I can't even express to you how insane they've been. So I'm so glad I get to talk to you guys right now. Throughout this video, my voice might give out. I really hope it's not that annoying or it happens so often. But today we're going to continue our series on the fruit of the Spirit. The fruit of the Spirit is found in Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. So today we're going to be talking about patience. And this video is going to follow my first video's format, the who, what, when, where, why. Who is patient? And I bet you've heard of him before. Abraham. Abraham is always known as being so patient in the Bible. So let's take his experiences for our benefit. It all starts out in Genesis, right smack dab at the beginning of the Bible. In chapter 12, it says, "And I will make you of a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse." At that time, he was 75 years old. And Sarah was barren, so they've never had a kid. And they also wanted a kid. And so when he said that he will be a father of nations, Abram was so excited. He's like, oh, I'm going to have a kid. But 75 years old, it's already a late time. So in chapter 15, he gets a little nervous because he's still not seeing a kid. And he said, "Oh Lord, what will you give for me as I continue childless and the heir of my house? Behold, you have given me no offspring." So Abram was getting a little nervous. But God said not to worry. In chapter 17, God responds, "I will bless her, and moreover, I will give you a son. I will bless her, and she will become nations. King of people shall come from her." And this time, Abraham laughed. He said, I'm 100 years old, and Sarah is 90 years old. So let's think. Abraham was 75 when this happened, and now he's 100. He's already had to wait 25 years for this baby. But finally, in chapter 21, Isaac was born. The Lord visited Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did to Sarah as he had promised. So all of Abraham's patience and Sarah's patience in life, 25 whole years waiting for a baby until she was 90 years old. And they finally had a son. God provided. We need to be like Abraham. We need to cling to God for our patience, and he will deliver. What? What is patience? And I finally agree with the dictionary definition. It says, the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, troubles, suffering, without getting angry or upset. I love this. And this is exactly what I was thinking when I was thinking of being patient. Tolerant comes to mind. We are tolerant with any of our troubles or sufferings that may throw at us, that the devil may throw at us. And know that God will take them up so that we don't have to be angry. The capacity to accept for God and tolerate these sufferings in this life. When should we be patient? That seems pretty simple, always, but I want to make it a little bit more specific for you. Come on over to Romans 12:12, and it says, "Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer." So, be patient in your troubles. Okay, so be patient in our troubles. Satan's hand tempts us every day, and that's a tough thing. But that's also a good thing, and that's a blessing, because that means you know that God saw you as someone who can be tested and come out of it. Just like Job, he had so much stuff done to him. But it was because God knew he was a great Christian. Why? Why should we be patient? It changes our lifestyle. And I've said this about every time, but every single one of these do change our lifestyle. If we're peaceful instead of angry all the time, it changes our whole outlook on life. If you come with me to Proverbs 15 verse 18, a hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but he who is slow to anger quiets contention. So, a hot temper brings arguments, but patience brings peace. So, when we have a hot temper and not patience, it brings so much arguments and bad stuff in our lives. But if we have patience, it calms us and keeps us straight ahead. How? How are we patient? I have 2 points. First, know that God has it covered. God's time is different than our time. So, know that God has our life in control. Newsflash, but we don't really have control of our lives. God does. God's the one who's directing us, and God's the one who we're living by. So know that God has our lives in control. This might seem a little crazy, but when we're so insanely confused and we're like, oh, why is life throwing all this stuff at us? That was me last week. And anyone can agree with me if last week was the most stressfulest time of my life. But God had it all, oh my gosh, I can't talk. But God had that week all under control. He had it covered. So God's time is different than our time. Just like with Abraham, that's a great representation. God promised him a child, and Abraham had to wait 25 years. But in God's time, he knew that was the right time. So, God knows when we need what we need. We don't. We're a little bit impatient with stuff we want. And 2, have a disciplined mind. My soccer coach lives by this. Be disciplined in soccer, and it will take you everywhere. And that's true. And you can apply this in so many different things in your life. Be disciplined. Have a disciplined mind. Be focused on your goal of being patient in this instant. Don't sway, but keep it as your sole purpose in life. So be disciplined. And that means, like, if you're on a diet and you see that cake and you're like, that looks really good, but you don't eat it, it's because you're being disciplined with your weight loss. So be disciplined and being patient. If you see this instance when you want to fight back and you want to be angry, know that you shouldn't have that piece of cake and you should still hold with peace. Finally, what is the gospel? What is the good news in this text? Patience changes your mind, your talk, your spirit, your attitude, and it continues and continues. Anything you say, it'll change. Let's also go to James 5:8. You must be patient. Keep your hopes high for the day your Lord comes, for its coming is near. So, we also need to be patient because we're going to need it when God comes. We've been waiting a long time for his arrival, but like we said, our time's not the same as his, so he's waiting for the perfect time. So we always have to be ready. There's not going to be a time when we don't know he's coming, so we have to be patient and wait for him. That's also a great thing to know, and why we are being patient in our lives today. Well, that's it for today. I'm so sorry it's been 2 weeks. It's been a rough 2 weeks, but I'm glad we're getting to do this again. I wouldn't be surprised if this happens again, but I'll try for it not to. Thank you for your support. Please like this video if you can and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys for everything, and I hope you like this video too. Bye.